In this lecture, we're going to display the quest item in the UI. The player has no idea if they have a quest item in their inventory. To notify players of a new item, we'll add an icon next to the player's stats. This icon should suffice for our case. First, let's add the icon to the document. In the project, open the main menu template with the UI Builder. From the hierarchy, select the Player Info container. This container is hidden by default. We're going to temporarily change the styles to make it visible. In the style settings, change the display style to flex. The stats should appear in the preview. Next, we're going to add an icon for the quest item. This icon will be an image. Like the other images, we will use a visual element with a background. In the library section, drag a visual element into the Player Info container element. This element's visibility will be toggleable from our script. We should assign a name to select it. In the settings, set the name to Quest Item Icon. Time to start modifying the styles. Let's set the size of the image by modifying the Sizes section. In this section, set the width and height to 60 pixels. These values are the dimensions of the image we'll be using. Next, in the background section, change the image setting to the Quest Item image. This image is not to be confused with the Quest Item large image. Make sure to select the correct image. I think the image is too close to the stats. Let's add a margin to space the elements. In the Margin section, set the Margin Left style to 20 pixels. Adding this value causes the left side of the element to have spacing from the element to the left. The icon is ready. Let's hide the icon. Initially, the player will not be in possession of the quest item. We should toggle the icon's visibility after the player has opened the treasure chest. In the Display section, change the display style to None. Lastly, we can hide the Player Info container element by setting its display style to None. The last step is to display the icon from our script. It should happen after the player opens the treasure chest. Luckily, we've already prepared most of the code for this process. We have an event for detecting the opening of a treasure chest. Let's reuse the method for handling the treasure chest in the UI. Open the UI controller. In the list of variables, add a variable called Quest Item Icon. Its type will be the Visual Element class. We'll store a reference to the icon in this variable. Without this reference, it'll be harder to toggle the visibility of this element. Let's select the element from the Awake method. At the bottom of the method, set the Quest Item Icon variable to the following value: playerinfocontainer.quVisualElementQuestItemIcon. We're performing a query for the element on the Player Info container element. Once again, we don't have to do this, but it's better to be safe than sorry. We should try to be as accurate with our queries as possible. After selecting the element, let's toggle its visibility. Scroll to the Handle Treasure Chest Unlocked method. We already have a method for handling the event from the UI. Let's add on to this method by toggling the appearance of the icon. Set the Quest Item Icon.Style.Display property to DisplayStyle.Flex. After making those changes, we can try playing our game. Play the game in Unity. I'm going to open the treasure chest. As I do so, the icon immediately appears with the UI. Perfect. It should stay open after closing the UI. We've successfully displayed the icon. In the next set of lectures, we're going to start accepting the quest item from the NPC.